the Most High and His Son seriously, nor do you take His prophets seriously. The men that come out here and preparing, warning you people. Y'all don't take that serious. Get Psalms 55 and 21. Start at 20.
55 and 21, or 20.
This is Psalms chapter 55, verse 20. He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him.
Right, that's Esau, the so-called white man. He puts his hands against those that be at peace with them, that are at peace. He goes in all these other nations, messing with them, and deceives them with his peaceable words, his lies. Right?
It says, he hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart.
Yeah, but war is in his heart. That's all that the so-called white man wants to do, is to destroy, man. That's what he's known for. You go back into history during the World War I, under Kaiser Wilhelm II, these certain particular people, I think they were the Hans. I forget what the nation of people were called, but they were called those Germans in World War I. They would call them Huns, which meant destroyer. And when you go into the Revelations and it talks about Apollyon, that's what he's referring to. It's talking about Kaiser Wilhelm II during World War I. But in his heart, it was full of destruction. He wanted to destroy. There was nothing good. There's nothing good about Esau, the so-called white man, man. He's wicked, man. So all you gotta do is research about his personality, his characteristics about the so-called white man. You find out he's evil, man. There ain't nothing good about him. So that's why the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, he's coming back to destroy the inhabitants of the earth. And he has a great indignation against Babylon, what they call America.
It says, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart.
But war was in his heart, in his mind.
His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords.
Yet were they drawn swords, they were ready to go to war. Just like the time of the Maccabees, that's the way the Syrians, which was under Antiochus Epiphanes, he went into their land with peaceable words, but within their heart, they were ready to draw swords against him, and that's exactly what they did. First, they told him, hey, you can't observe your customs no more. You got to observe our ways, and if not, you're going to die. There was no room for discussion. There was no room for rebellion. So now it's coming back in this time, which we call America, 2013, where they're going to say you have to take the RFID chip, and if not, you're an enemy of the state, and you're basically wanted. And if they take you alive, they're going to torture you until you take the chip. But you're going to end up dying if you don't, either way. So the scriptures, it's better to die than take that chip, because according to the prophecies, if you take that RFID chip, you're going to die a horrible death, man. So that this place, America, there ain't nothing good about America. There ain't nothing good about the so-called white man neither, man. He's your enemy. And America's gonna be destroyed, man. That's according to what the Bible says, not about what we say. It's not no personal vendetta against nobody. It's what Yahweh Shai has a personal vendetta against this place that we call America, man. And the Bible is about righteous judgment. And the Most High and His Son, they're judges, man. And if the nation of Israel, the Most High's people, if they rebelled against him and he afflicted them, how much more the sinner, like the scriptures say, the heathen. So they're gonna be paid back. So we don't care what you believe, what you don't believe, if you agree or disagree with us. It's about what the scriptures say. He's the one that threatens. He's the one that wrote these prophecies. We're just declaring, like we read prior in the beginning, sound the alarm, blow the trumpet in Zion. What? Warn your people. That's a commandment. Because this place is about to be destroyed, man. And before it's completely eradicated and decimated and desecrated, whatever you want to call it, there's going to be a lot of certain calamities and atrocities occurring in the Latin America. A lot of bloodshed. A lot of suffering. This is Micah chapter 2, verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds.
Talking about the so-called white man, because he's the one that's doing all this. He's the one that's, like the whole thing we're talking about, the chip. He's gonna, and like you said, like we're telling you, it's gonna get to the point when he tells you that if you don't take it, you're just gonna die. That's the devising of iniquity. Like it said in Psalms 50, I believe, or 35, I believe. It talks about how they devise mischief upon their beds. All right, you don't even realize the so-called, everything you see is nothing but witchcraft. And we already learned and told you that the highest form of witchcraft is when they do it right in front of your face. You don't even realize everything that you know and you hold to and you cherish today. It was nothing but witchcraft.
And real quick, Al-Mashaba Allah is the one that says that. The highest form of witchcraft is when it's done in your face. Go ahead. And you know what? To get on about Esau, I told this brother that that new Iron Man movie. All right, the great enemy that's trying to get Iron Man, whatever, he has said it was a subliminal message. That man has said, he was stating to the world, he said, you never knew me and you're gonna never see me coming. Because that's the way the so-called white man is. Because all y'all people, y'all think the so-called white man is a good person, but you don't even realize he's about to declare martial law on you. He's about to kill y'all. And I was about to read in Obadiah, it said that the men of that confederacy that were at peace with thee had deceived thee. That's talking about Edom, though.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, that's what I'm saying. Edom, yeah. The ones that were, well, Esau, he's doing that. He's trying to be at peace with y'all, but he's really deceiving y'all. You don't even realize what he's about to do. Like we just read in Psalms, he's talking to y'all in peace, but really war's in his heart. And he's showing it. That's why I keep mentioning that thing in Boston, because that's the greatest example right now about what he's gonna do to y'all. He's gonna lock down the cities to where y'all can't get out of them. That's why y'all have, what do they call them, check borders or whatever, the toll booths, whatever. And to tell you this, San Angelo is getting prepared for it too. All America is, but I've been hearing about they're bringing it down to San Angelo now. And it's not just rumors; it's true. You know, and y'all should be scared even more, because you got two men out here, according to the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, coming out warning y'all people, but y'all are taking light of it, partying. You know.
This is Micah 2:1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand.
Right, and we already know right now Esau has the power to do what he's doing. But it's only because the Most High is going to deal with them. But it's like it says, woe to them that devise iniquity. You can't expect to do all this wickedness and get away with it. You can't expect to mess with the Most High and get away with it. Because when you're messing with the Negro and Latinos, you're messing with the Most High's people. You can't expect to do all this. You can't expect to do all this deception and not expect to be ass whooped, pretty much. And you're not going to get away from it. This is the one war that Esau, the so-called white man, he's not going to walk away from. This is that ultimate whooping of your life, man. You're going to be, like you said, utterly decimated, desolated. To woe to you who devise iniquity. Woe to you who spoil, that have not been spoiled. Like I said in Revelations, they that kill with the sword must be killed with the sword.
And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man and his heritage. Therefore thus saith the Lord, behold, against this family do I devise an evil, from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall you go haughtily, for this time is evil.
Right, and to you 2/3, when it said that the so-called white man covets fields and it takes them by violence, you people, y'all don't even realize, man, the house, say you do pay off your house. You know, that's not even your house still. The so-called white man can come in, maybe want to build a highway, and he can make you get out that house whether you like it or not. Yeah, and you can't, and like Elder Tahar said in one of the videos, you know, y'all people like to call yourselves free, you know, and he brought up the example, try building a house without a permit. Oh no, he said, try driving your car around the city with no license plates or no lights on. See if you get away with it. Guarantee that the cops are gonna stop you. That ain't free. But y'all people again, to the so-called white man, y'all think he's a good person. But he's right here doing everything by violence. You know, like, I'm gonna tell you right now about myself personally. I'm gonna have to go to court this Wednesday because I got fined a ticket for no financial responsibility for no insurance. Well, when it was never a case before. It was never a case about me not having a license or suspended license, but they didn't care as long as I had insurance. Well, the point I'm trying to make is they don't care if you don't have, if they pass the law, but you didn't know about it, it doesn't matter. They're still gonna put that oppression on you. They're still gonna fine you whether you knew about it or not. That just shows, like I said in Isaiah 10, to those who decree unrighteous decrees. That's the so-called white man. All to get more money and to put more oppression on you people. Like I said in Baruch, y'all subject to payments. And then y'all still want to call the so-called white man and America a good place. Having a struggle for your rent. Having all these atrocities happen. That's why America's got to be destroyed. And you so-called white man. And you 2/3, because y'all are like white people. Because y'all want this place to continue. You know? That's why America, that's why Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua has got to come back.
This is Jeremiah chapter 51 and 6. Flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad.
Right, and like the brother just read in the previous chapter in Michael, this time is a time of evil. So you shouldn't even be trying to get nowhere in this time. You should be worried about the scriptures, and you should be worried about what's about to happen. But like I said, Babylon has been a golden cup and made all the earth to drink of it pretty much. Because I already know over there in Egypt, Japan, they had, what is it, Libya, or not Libya, I know Iraq, back in the time when they were going to war with Iraq in 2001, they ended up electing their first presidents. And that's another thing, that all over the news, all over people's mouths, out of people's mouths, they've been saying, this is the first time this has ever happened. Or this is the first time for this or for that. Why is it all coincidentally all these first-time occurrences are happening? You know? It should be an indicator to you that something's happening. And that something's about to happen. That the so-called white man getting ready to crack down on you with his ultimate policy, the RFID chip.
Jeremiah 51:8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Hell for her, take balm for her pain. If so be she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go everyone into his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies.
Right, see, and like that's why it said in the beginning when he read it, to be not caught up in her iniquity. Because like you just read right now, America's not, or the so-called white man, he's not gonna turn from what he's doing, all right? All right, he's already had it, the Most High already has it set in his heart that he's gonna continue doing whatever he's trying to accomplish. You know, that's why I said we would have healed her, but she's not healed. Because America's gonna continue to do what it wants to do. Whether y'all try to beg her to repent or not, whatever you want to say. And that's why the Most High says that this is the time of her vengeance. Because he's already warned her. He's already warned the so-called white man to, you better quit. But what does the so-called white man do? He keeps pushing and pushing. He keeps pushing because he don't think the Most High really knows what he's doing. But the Most High is ready to show him. And the so-called white man himself is about to show you people his true horns. But it said that for her judgment is reached up unto heaven. That's how wicked America's gotten. And like I said, that's why it said in Micah, it's a time of evil. All right? Y'all people, you 2/3, all you should really be just concerned about now is just America being destroyed. Because we've already said it, the scriptures have said it over and over again, America's gonna be destroyed. And it's already, it's right there. It's right there, man. Like the brother said in the beginning, y'all have no idea how close we are. Like I was noticing to you brethren, you know, I've been noticing a lot of us brethren, we're getting heavier now. It's getting into the time where it's getting more heavier. Temptations, the devil's trying to come down on us with more temptation. And it's just proven that this devil, man, it's right there. It should tell you that martial law is about to be implemented. The so-called white man's about to come out with that chip, and that ultimately Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is about to return. You know? It's right there.
This is Ezekiel 28:2. Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, thus saith the Lord power, because thy heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a God. I sit in the seat of God, and in the midst of the seas, yet thou art a man, and not God. Though thou set thy heart as a heart of God.
Right, see? And that's a whole other reason the Most High is coming back, because we haven't really gotten to that topic today about what he's doing. We just get on to what he's about to do. But that's some of the greatest sins the so-called white man's done. He's exalted himself to the level that he is the Most High. And he's causing y'all people to worship his image. Because let me tell you this, just like when we tell you Cesar Borgia, so-called Jesus, that's not the whole part of it. Consenting to what he tries to pass, that's going along with his image. Like the whole homosexuality thing. If you're with it, or if you're not against it, if you're not against that whole thing, then you're with that image. You worship the so-called white man.
Being proud is part of going to accepting his image. Right. The way he acts, the way he talks, the way he treats people. How he's a liar. He tries to come with smiling faces, but he's a liar. And 2/3 of y'all follow after that same spirit. And y'all have that attitude, do what thou willest. But y'all have different little quotes on little ways of saying it. Like, you know, if it feels good, do it. Right? Just do it. Obey your thirst. if it